like that. I'll just do a bit of a quicker evening one. Brightness. Oh, hang on. I've got to do settings, people. I'm working on it. Hey, Daniel, how are you, bro? Daniel, do you ever say more, bro? I always see you say hello when the chat starts, but in every channel I see you in, you never say anything after that. So I hope you're doing well, man. I always wonder how you are, but thank you for saying hello. But you're first in the door, and I'm always like, oh, is this person a bot? Are you good? Okay, good, sweet. As long as you're happy, mate. As long as you're happy, bro. You do go live. Okay. Oh, jeez, man. It's just yeah. I'll make sure I screenshot your name then. Yes, it's you always say hello when I first go. Oh, I'm like hi, and I said last time a couple of streams ago I was like, oh, hope you're going well, man, and stuff. So yeah, I'll check out your lives, dude. I'll check out the channel then. I do appreciate it. So yeah, sports highlights, right? Okay, good. I'll have a look. As you know, I'm not too into my sports, but I'll have a look. I'll see what it's all about. See how you do it. Good. Yeah, I just noticed in Dennis's chat and stuff. I usually only see one comment from you as you come in. So all sports and stuff. Rad, man. Rad. Cool, dude. I like it. Everybody's got their own thing on here, right? That's why it's YouTube, right? Everybody can do their own thing in that. So it's cool. It's cool that we get people in here who are like, they do art, they do, there's other people into the cars, motorbikes, there's people into a bit of everything that come to buy my channel, so it's good, man. Yeah, we'll get a bit of we'll see if anybody turns. I've been out. I got the truck. I got cleared up outside the garage. I got the truck outside the garage where it's like almost flat. It's like this much, right? The truck was still tire spinning on the gravel. So I bugger this, and I dug a couple of trenches and we've just run the post concrete we had up the hill. So hopefully tomorrow the little diner truck has enough runway to get going. I've had to build it a runway out of concrete, so hopefully it works. It's only about that thick on the concrete, but we'll give it a go. Yeah. Hello, Brenda. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for the raid today, guys. It was very good, very good. I'm still. Everyone. Oh, Daniel. Oh, thank you, brother. Daniel kicks it off with a dono. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we got goat raided again today, and I was really grateful for the donations. So that was awesome. First time I got raided, I wasn't monetized. So yeah, it's all going to go towards the channel. So happy days. All right, mate. G'day, Craig Posh. How are you, man? Haven't seen you in a little while. How you going, dude? Just winding down. But yeah, I've just come in. I'm still, just been concreting the driveway a little bit. Basically had 5 bags of postcrete, which isn't really the right concrete to do it with. But yeah, I've been moving everything around the driveway to get the new truck backed up by the garage where it's almost flat, because the main driveway's like I don't know, like that, right? It's really hard to get the truck moving on. So backed it all down by the garage and that. Slightest slope and the ground's a little uneven, and it just sat there chewing the gravel, spinning the tyres. So I went, stuff it. So we pulled it forward with Susie's truck. I dug a couple of trenches and we just laid concrete in it. Probably have to do a better job of them later. But I mean, if that works, I'm just going to end up I'll box 2 strips up the driveway, and I'll just get a concrete truck to come and fucking pour it right from the top of the drive. Because I mean, a whole concrete truck's like, I think it's about $600 a load, and if I'm only doing a couple of strips down the driveway, it'll do the job. Jesus loves me. Thank you, mate. Sarah, I need more raw. I can't do that for you, mate. Can't do that. I can teach you how to find a way, though. If you need money, nobody in that you gotta. The most important lesson in life is understanding nobody's coming to save you but you. If you want to make your situation better, you're going to have to. Sometimes things help you out in that, but for the more you accept that it's like on you, the easier life gets. Right? It gets harder in some ways, but you learn to truly rely on yourself. If people help at times, it's great, but it's about getting through life on your own feet. I think that's where you get that self-confidence in that. When a lot of it for me was other people letting me down, right? So that would be my suggestion, man, is find a way. G'day, Random. Good to see you again, bro. G'day from Senegal. G'day, mate. How are you? You get it sorted out? Yeah, possums. Yeah. So I mean, I've done 2 strips of concrete like that wide on the driveway, 300 mil. So I know it's about a foot wide, but of concrete just wide enough to fit the dual axles on. We made it about 5 feet long, 6 feet long. So there's a couple of strips there to get it moving. Because once the truck's moving and going like walking pace, I can just roar up the hill. I know that won't be an issue, but yeah, I was really hoping getting outside the garage door where it's almost flat, but the thing just wanted to dig into the ground, dig up the gravel. So, how's it going, y'all? What's all the hustle and bustle today? Okay, right. Well, I gave you the advice, mate. Permanent ban, though. I'm not here to have people beg for money in my chat. It's not how the world works, mate. The sooner you accept that, the better. The sooner you accept that begging isn't going to get you ahead, you'll take it on yourself of like, I need to fix this for me. If I want to make my situation better, my family situation better, you need to do it for yourself, my friend. This is how it is, dude. From New Zealand, Jan's MTB. Oh, mountain biker. Is that a... Oh, how long you been riding mountain bikes for, mate? How do you Aussie? Nice, bro. Yeah, I'm a Kiwi, but we can get along. We do. You know how it is with Aussies and Kiwis. We give each other a bit of crap, but we love each other, really. How long you been mountain biking, bro? I used to dabble a little bit in the trails out on mountain bikes, mostly BMX, but yeah, I have been out in the forest on mountain bikes a bit. Well, yeah, obviously you're going to a more extreme example there. Some people do, some people manage that, but you know what I mean. It's like the more you take it upon yourself, right? You don't want to go straight to the extreme example of an example where you couldn't, right? It's you got to retune your brain if that's where it goes, right? If your brain goes to take it all on yourself, and you're like, oh, but if it was a burning car, it's you're going right to extremes. You got to watch that in your mind a lot. Thank you for bringing that up. The mind will do that, right? It's like, oh, if I can't do it this way, I may as well not do it at all. Oh, if this is going to happen, everything's going to go wrong, right? We blow up situations in our mind where by looking at the extreme, what's the absolute worst this could go, and then we think about it like that's what's happening to us. Most of what we think about it's in our head, right? It never 90. It's something like I think 90%, 95% of what we worry about never comes to reality. Your godfather lives in New Zealand. Fantastic, mate. You have a BMX too? Nice, bro. What's up to you? You're cool. Oh, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I follow there's a few people on YouTube I follow who are like mountain bike, like teenagers and stuff, trying to get Red Bull helmets and stuff, and they're like, I need followers, and they're like, oh yeah, give them a follow, give them the odd comment and that. Can't remember the one I followed recently. Do you do content there, Jens? Double-edged sword. Yeah, I get it. I get it random, yeah, for sure. You know, but just in general in life, right? You get what I mean. So we get. But yeah, my mind used to do that a lot. Go to the extremes of like, oh, this could go wrong, and this is the absolute worst this could go, and I'd have the fear of it being the worst possible, right? And it usually doesn't happen. It usually works out all right. Like, I think it's kind of good to consider it and think things through and see it out, but you can't act everything out like it's best or worst case only. I think it's a lot of middle ground. You're so handsome, I refuse to believe you're not at least a little bit Brazilian. Oh, not up here. Down there, yeah. It's a joke. Calm down. No, I'm just British descent. There's a little bit of Maori in me. Not much, though. Not much. Mostly, just England. Original, like, historically, right? My ancestors were from England. I think I'm about 7th, 8th generation New Zealand, something like that. I don't know. It was like my 6th great grandmother was a pure-blooded Maori. I know that much. Answers often lie in the middle of things. That's it, Oog. Yeah. I had a friend once who had a mate who gamed online, and his name online was Oog, and he had a picture of a caveman as his profile picture. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah, we went by the gaming name Oog. Have a Haro Downtown 20 BMX. Nice, bro. Nice. I got a We the People. It's a We the People arcade. I think it's probably about 5-6 years old now. I got quite a while ago used. Can't explain how or why, but It just works every time. You need to answer something to find its two extremes and look in the middle. Yeah, well, that's usually like how life goes, right? It's usually like you have really bad days in life and you have really good, amazing days, and it's appreciating those normal days in the middle, right? It's those days where things don't go to crap. You didn't have the best one of these great, amazing days, but it wasn't a day where everything was going to crap. It's those days are like the numerous ones, right? Those are the days that happen the most. So, yeah, it sort of comes back to that same thing, right? It's always tends to be in the middle, appreciating them. It's tough. Yeah. I certainly don't rip tricks on BMXs like I used to, bro. I used to I used to do cans over a big box and stuff as a teenager, but I'm 39 now. I broke my hip about 3 years ago on a BMX. So yeah, I'd had the new We the People about a day, and it was so much lighter than my other bike and that. And I hit this, it was on a Red Bull pump track where they sort of jump and then you got bank corners. Came over a double jump, sort of cased the rear a little, and put it into the rocks on the inside, and it flew me off and put me hip first into the wall, and broke the bone on the outside of my hip there. So that was bad. But beyond that, I'm alright. But like, I'll still go up and do like alley oops. I'll go up a ramp, from this side. I'll come in this way on a quarter pipe and do like a turn like that. So it's like a 270 degree almost. I'll sort of alley oop. They usually call it an alley oop back in my day. So you sort of angle in at like 45 degrees, bring it across, and you try and carry across the quarter pipe as you do it. I can do that still, but I'm not as good as I used to be. Yeah, I'm a lot more careful now. G'day, Powderworks. Good to see you, man. Yeah, just having a chat there, Jan's MTB. We're talking about BMXs and stuff. I've really, Jans, I've really enjoyed that as an adult, getting back to it. I'm learning, like as an adult, I got so lost in work and cars and all these other things in life. I'm actually getting back more, like where I'm usually pretty content is making time for those old hobbies like BMX and stuff. Just getting out and about more and out in the world, out to the skate parks and that. That's what I always used to enjoy. So, I certainly felt the lack in life without it. Yo, hello, Mandy. Hello, Mandy.
Do you mind plugging in the cooker when you've got a minute?
Oh, yeah.
Trouble?
Oh, it's too much trouble, love. Use your new handy-dandy multi-plug. I finally got a multi-plug that has individual switches on it, rather than the multi-plug I had every time, you had to turn off everything. So I got one with switches, individual switches. Look at that. He's coming up in the world. He's getting fancy. People always say bad, David. Was it trucks on fire in the middle section bad? Ooh, I hope not. No, it tends to go alright. Another statement I heard many years ago was about when people piss you off, right? Somebody pisses you off and you're pissed off for a long time. It's like, did you have a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes you let ruin your whole day? That's something I think about a lot. Did I, am I really having a bad day, or is it just this 5 minutes of stuff sort of set me off, and I'll sort of step back a bit and just chill out and make sure I have a coffee or something, and then come back to the car or come back to whatever's bothering me, Yeah, or somebody's rude to you or whatever, they say you sort of feel it for 5 minutes and you need to just let it go, and okay, right now, what was I doing? Going about my day, right? Thought you were an edit. Oh, I don't know what you mean there, chaotic. You'll have to explain that one to me, mate. I'm a pretty young status, man. You'll have to explain what you mean by that one. I'm getting old. I'm 39, man. I'm getting a bit old. I'm from Denmark. The week is going fine. Hope the same for you. Yeah, fantastic, man. Just moving forward each day, chipping away at things, and yeah, going well. Great to have you here from Denmark. The one and only Kenneth. I like the name, mate. The one that was the one and only in uppercase here. That's pure class, mate. I like it. Such a good way of thinking about it. I put it in my little brain pocket. Yeah, there was a. I'll segue from that, Mandy. There was one back when I was 21 down the South Island of New Zealand. I was working the vineyards. And my flatmate, he was an older guy. He'd been a tow truck driver and all sorts right over the years. He was, in his late 50s when I got down there. And, he had a room for rent and whatever, and lined up a job for me down there and stuff through the motorbike forums, whatever. Anyway, we're getting too ADHD off track. And he said to me, if somebody pisses you off and you walk around pissed off the whole day because that person pissed you off, and you're like going all day, right? Somebody says something to you online or whatever, right? Somebody pisses you off. If you walk around pissed off all day, you're not in control of your actions. You're letting that person win. And that, the spite in my brain for people, helps me overcome that, right? So it's like, somebody pisses you off. If you walk around 2 hours later and you're like, you know, that person's forgotten about. They don't realise how much their words affect you. They might not even realise they pissed you off, right? But they're controlling your actions. They're controlling how you're now acting hours later or the next day, or you spend your time telling your friends about what this person said or did or something, right? And you start to tumble down that rabbit hole, right? So yeah, it's you know, don't let that person win. I'm trying to remember exactly how he worded it. He basically just said, you know, somebody pisses you off. If you're pissed off hours later, they've forgotten about it. They've gone about their day, and you're still carrying it. So you're operating off that. They're still controlling you. They're controlling how you're acting in the world. So don't let them win. Take your control back. Take your power back. Right. Connor with a K. G'day, mate. How are you? Love me. Powder loves me too. Everybody, lots of love. I appreciate all the love, guys. Had the Goat Raiders come in again today. Jay from the Goat Raiders and his whole audience. They came in and blessed me today. Made some donos and that, and we hit like 180 likes. That's what they do. They come in and raid channels occasionally, and it's the second time they raided me, so that was cool. I had 1,900 subs today. We're at like 1,931 now. We're like heading in on that 2,000 subs. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Wow, very excited. Oh la la. Hope, have only positive expectations. I like that, Brenda. Oh, I'm going to do two things there. I'm going to screenshot that. That was Brenda's with the Raiders there as well. Yes. I'm going to pin that. Don't let them win. Hey now, don't dream it's over. I can't sing that well. I'm not going to try to sing like that. It will sound terrible. Where am I? I'm in New Zealand, mate. Rock Lover? Rock Lover, I'm going to guess. How you going, Rock Lover? How you going? Nice one, Brenda. Yeah. Have only... Brenda said, Susie, Brenda said, hope, have only positive expectations. Susie was checking me today because I was talking myself down negatively. What was it I said?
You keep calling yourself stupid all the time.
She's pulling me up. She said, I keep calling myself stupid all the time. And I'm like, well, I am pretty stupid. I am pretty stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty stupid in that way, just the amount I have to do here and stuff and how much there is going on. I feel like I was pretty dumb burning my life away playing video games for years and putting myself in this situation. But, you know, I learned in the journey, so it's all right. All right, we've got the cooker ASMR going on. Some people quite like that in here. We get it sounds like rain almost, but we get this.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, all right. Can you pop the roof open up? Just overheating here, that's all. It's smoky. You're not stupid, you're big boned. Oh, Ryan's just donated $5 and he said born in the darkness. I'm going to have to do the whole... Everyone's going to have to bear with me. Ryan's girlfriend and Ryan like the Bane voice a lot. So I'm going to have to do the Bane thing, alright? He's donated $5. I'm going to... And with all the sizzling going on... You know, I'll probably stuff it up now, Ryan? Let me... I need total silence, everybody. Total silence, please, while I fall into character. Total silence while I fall into character, please. Please! Right, hang on. We're going to rein it in. So I'm going to do the Bane voice for old mate here. Oh, I will take a moment here for Bubs first. Bubs, I'm going to do a voice for this guy in a second, but hang on. Yo, I've been going through it. My uncle just passed. And my dog. Oh, Jesus, bro. Should I do a shout out to check me out? If not, that's fine. Of course, you can get a shout out, Bubs. Shout out to Bubs, man. Hope you're doing alright, bro. If you need to talk about anything, bro, there's a whole heap of people here, and we're all here we support each other and stuff, right? So if there's anything you want to vent out on that, and there'll be people in here who can definitely relate to your experience and stuff, right? So you say whatever you need to, bro. The floor is yours, man. I'm going to do this Bane voice for Ryan, but Bubs, anything you need, bro, that's what I do here, self-improvement, mental health and that. So if you need anything, bro, that's what we do. We look after each other here, man. I don't know if I can do the Bane voice with all this blood and sizzling going. You want to throw a lid on that for a sec? I might shut it up a little. Alright, I gotta do the Bane voice for Ryan. Alright, because he made a $5 donor and he likes it. I gotta remember the whole spiel now. You think the darkness is your ally? I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. Sorry, it's a bit rusty today. I tried my best. To do the Bane voice, you must do a British accent, yes? You do a British, tea and crumpets, pies, lovely jubbly, right? You do the British voice, yes, the kind of posh British voice, yes? And then you cover your mouth, so you go, my name is Bane. You think the darkness is your ally. Right, that's how you do that. Thank you for the dono there, Kane. I do appreciate it. You guys have been going crazy with donos today. I'm sitting there watching the YouTube revenue going. We're close to getting the GoPro and stuff for long form. As I say, it all goes back into the channel. Buy equipment and try and reach more people in that. So I do really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's got a membership, everybody who donates and stuff. It makes a huge difference here. I'm trying to keep the YouTube stuff like separate from all the chaos that goes on here. But yeah. So Bubs, if you need anything more, mate, you feel free. The floor is yours, dude. There's some support for Bubs. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support there. Big Chungus, g'day mate. What's up? Oh, good. Going good, man. Going good. Just chipping away. I'm sorry that was a bit rusty, Ryan. I tried my best. What is she doing now? She's cooking dinner at the moment. She's cooking it looks like some bacon, chicken, steak. So good at voices now, doing an Australian accent. Oh, g'day, Cobber. G'day, Cobber. Hope you're having a good one today there, mate. Seen any alligators lately? Crocodiles? Kangaroos? Didgeridoos? Boomerang. Right, there you go. You can have the Aussie one too. Doing great service to the world, my friend. You're very kind. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. That's what it's all about, is trying to help people through, like, depression, mental health and that. Try and create a space where we can all just, cut out all the noise of the world and all the dickheads. I probably shouldn't say that, but all the dickheads of the world that are, toxic friends and that, people who doubt you. So if you have an idea, something you want to pursue here, and you're like thinking, oh, my friends say it won't work and whatever, you feel free to float the idea. Ask people in here, what they suggest, what might help, I have a bachelor's and a master's and speak multiple languages, so I'm in the same spot as you due to self-destructive choices. Nothing wrong with intelligence, mental health is all. I mean, Mandy, as well, the thing is, Mandy, is I think you're really passionate about your art and that, right? What do you have a bachelor's and a master's in, Mandy? I'm curious now. It's interesting. I think it's all the people I knew who went to uni when I was younger, and they were like, "Man, you got to come to uni with us. You need to study. You're going to be screwed long term." Like, none of them work in that industry anymore. I think people change a lot from sort of uni age, and then they had about 22, 23 and stuff. Like they'd all got out of it within about 3 years, whatever it is they studied, and did something else. That was what I saw anyway. I'm a good dude. Oh, I don't know. I'm just me. As I say, I just like kind of host this thing and turn up and try. I'm trying to make a channel that's different to all the other ones, right? I don't like. I understand there's other channels that help people in that, but I have obviously my value on here is in being myself and my kind of humour and a bit of accents and this and that, mate. And I don't know. People either like me or they don't, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I think if I put on a character on here, I'd just be getting, like, if I put on like a full-on character and I do an act, whatever, I'm going to get like a lot of kids subs. I'm going to get a lot of brain rot. I could make all kinds of brain rot, but I just didn't want to make it. I want to make something that helps the world in some way, not just takes people's time. So we're ever changing and evolving. That's it, man. I mean, that's the journey of life, right? We were talking about this earlier. There's a guy in America who always up in the canyons. I can't remember his name, but he posts videos about basically he gets really angry if people cross the yellow lines, right? He got overtaken by this young guy in a Porsche. The guy was like 18, 19 or something, right? flying by in this Porsche, nearly hits a motorcycle head on and pulls over. And he stopped him in a car park to talk to him, and he's like, oh, you know who I am, the content I do, right? He's like, I don't care, you're like 40, this, that, whatever. And he goes like, you know, just because your dad, you know, you're out in your dad's car, he goes, oh, just because my dad bought me this car, it doesn't mean I can't afford one of my own and this. And he was just this out of touch little douchebag, driving his Porsche like an absolute lunatic. And just these people haven't really suffered enough to exist in society. They're not in reality, right? Me and Susie watched one on YouTube today about some people who threw their Sherpa off the side of Mount Everest because they were accusing him of like tainting their water and everything you can imagine. They had no accountability. They were these rich people who wanted it, and just every time anything went wrong, they just blamed the Sherpa. And in the end, they literally threw him off the mountain. You know, like that's the danger of that kind of thing. So I think I'd rather have my suffering and my lessons, and like we were talking about this earlier, it all brings me to where I'm at in life now. Like if I hadn't gone through the stuff I've gone through, I wouldn't be here doing this, right? None of us would have met and stuff, right? So we're all here because of that more difficult path and stuff, right? We all go through it. So yeah, I know. It makes me. I reflect a lot on that of like how it's that what Oog was talking about, that sweet spot in the middle. Somebody else was discussing it as well. I can't remember if it was Oog or the other person who mentioned it. But that sweet spot in the middle where we exist most of the time. It's a good little spot to be, I think. I think you need the suffering, you know, on the journey to appreciate things. I think it gives us a much more depth in life. I'm from Colorado. My day has been going very good. Thank you for asking. That's fantastic. How's the weather in Colorado? Here's a question. What's happening with I know there was a big heat wave across America and stuff. People were really roasting. Everybody, has that all been sort of passed over now, or is it still crazy hot? Colorado would be a bit cooler, right? I know Colorado has like mountains and snow and that. Probably from South Park, I know that, but changing and evolving in either direction with positive or negative impact. Yeah, it's life's the journey, right? We always learn in the pursuit of something. Once you attain the thing you're after, right, you're just going to pursue something else. You're going to aim at something else. So it's always the journey that's the meaning of life is to go on the journey, for sure. Gratitude and no regrets, that's the trick. Yeah, with one stipulation, the people that get the no regrets tattoos and it's spelt wrong, it's like no regrets or something, and it's like, oh, maybe one regret. I've seen some horrific tattoos, man. Like I appreciate really like a really good tattoo. I don't understand why people get them. Like they'll get a really big tattoo, not like some small thing. They'll get a really big one, and it's just like you look at the art, like this work from that artist, and it's like, geez, bro, like you know, somebody gets a lion or a tiger, and it just looks like comically wrong. It's like, oh. I've actually got a friend over in he's a New Zealander who's moved over. He's all around like Cambodia, Vietnam, and stuff now. He goes various places, but he's doing tattoo work. I actually can't remember where he is at the moment. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to fly over there at some point and get a tattoo from him because he's been doing it for decades, right? He knows what he's doing. Plenty of regrets here on my side. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I regret some things I've done really because, like, they weren't the best things to do, but I learned something from them, right? I think what I do regret is making the same mistake so many times. Not learning sooner would have been a lot more beneficial. You're back, MTV. Good to see you back, bud. James, it does depend. James, just so you know, bro, I do a fair bit of different content on here. So usually this kind of stuff's more like mental health, self-improvement and that, and just checking in on how people are going. Sometimes you can get a bit more serious into the mental health stuff. But I work on cars and motorbikes and that as well, and a bit of everything, bro, and we just, yeah. You'll see in time, you'll see. But it's a pleasure having you here, having you join us. Yeah, I need to get out on the BMX again, that's for sure. Day 76 for the shout out. You haven't asked before, you can have a shout out. Mr. Low Tier God, shout out, mate, how are you? Beantown, you're here now, so I'm happy for that. That's it, Bean. Feet hit the floor this morning, Bean. It's a new day tomorrow too. You know. You're doing well, Bean. You're doing well, man. Day by day, bro. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Just try and always, whenever you cross that fork in the road, it's like, is this towards my goals or away from my goals? Just always try and aim towards to the best of your ability. You know, you're not going to execute it perfectly all the time, but you try. Still like watching me? Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Yeah, do a bit of varied stuff. So like a lot of the streams I do are like work with me streams during the day. So I'm like working in the garage and stuff. It's so people can join in on like tasks they need to do and stuff like that. You know, if people are putting off doing their dishes or cleaning their room or something, you can watch me like working away at stuff, and it's meant to motivate you. Or some people like it just because it's like me building car engines and whatever. I've seen AFL. Oh, I don't really watch any sports like that, bro. To be honest, no, I don't watch rugby or anything. I'm very like locked in on my own life. Like I like riding motorbikes on track and stuff, but yeah, I don't even watch motorbike racing. So yeah, I've always been one of those people who's more into like doing it. So like when I go to a racetrack, I can't sit and watch cars go around a racetrack or motorbikes. I'm like, man, I just want to be out there. I've just always been that way since I was a kid. So I try and do that. I'm trying to get more into that. It's a national sport over there. Yep. I don't know. They kick the ball. I did watch a bit of AFL as a teenager, but I couldn't ever quite understand the game, to be honest. I remember I watched a couple of games of it, and I was like, why is the field round and what is happening? I grew up with watching a lot of the All Blacks. My grandfather was a massive rugby fan, right? So he loved watching all the All Blacks games. So I'd always watch All Blacks games, whether it was my father or my grandfather. My grandfather died watching a All Blacks game. I think it was a World Cup final against France, possibly. I think it was around 1996, somewhere around there. No, it would have been. I was 11 when he died. It would have been 1998. 1998. I think it was All Blacks versus France. I think it was like a World Cup final, a very important game, and yeah, he had a heart attack in bed. What was that? I think he was 67. And yeah, my grandmother heard a thud on the floor and woke up, and he was celebrating, yeah, the game, yeah. And then yeah, she went to sleep, and yeah, woke up to a thud on the floor, and that was that. So there you go. But yeah, that's I'd say that's probably about when I stopped watching rugby after that. Like I watched a bit of it here or there, but yeah, I got really into my motorbikes and BMXing and stuff, and just being outdoors and that. As a kid, I was a very outdoors kid, right? Very outdoors, out in the water, out running track at school. You know, that's all I did was outdoors. Then I got got to 13. I got finally saved up, worked really hard, and got myself a PlayStation 1. We still went out a fair bit, but that started to sort of seal in the gaming and going outside less, to be honest. So it began. Just scrolling. How was your day? Good, mate. Yeah, just scrolling around. Hope you're well. How was my day? My day was good, mate. Hard work, a lot of hard work today, but, you know, made good progress, been clearing up outside the garage and stuff. I threw a bunch of stuff out of the garage and that, moved all that. I've got me new truck I've been doing up, so I put that down the bottom of the driveway, so it's a very light slope rather than my driveway's like this, right? So I was really having trouble getting the truck going. So I put it on like that, and it still spun the tyres. So right before I got on here, being out there, as it was getting dark, we were both out there digging a couple of trenches in the driveway, and we've put some concrete in it. So we've made a couple of strips about 5-6 feet long, just wide enough to get the truck moving up the hill. So we'll see if that works. Well, I'm up so late. Oh, it's not late here, mate. Not late here in New Zealand. Over here in New Zealand, it is 7:05 p.m. on Tuesday. 7:05 p.m. Tuesday. Yep. About 5 p.m. in Aussie, on the Sydney sort of side. Right, pal. Yep. Don't forget YouTube is a global platform, mate. It's a bit of everyone from everywhere. So we're in the future here in New Zealand. First country in the world to see the sun.
And it's winter.
So yeah, it's getting dark at the moment. What, about 5:30, 5:20? I think it's shifting a little later again now. But yeah, it gets dark about 5:30. Whereas in daylight savings in the middle of summer, it'll be light till 9 p.m. Even like 9:15 at the, you know. So those are the good ones. In summer, they have daylight savings on, and you know you're up till 9 p.m. It's daylight. You can be outside working till 9 p.m. So my streams might shift a bit as that happens, and I've got to work around that a bit. How's the missus doing? How's doggies? Yeah, going well. She's been at work today, and we've worked our tails off back at home, and she's just stuffing her face at the moment. She's had a shower, and she's just Susie's just grazing. Num, 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 num. Right, she's good. She's grazing away on food at the moment. I'll leave her to it. She's gone very quiet. She's fair enough. We've been doing the concrete and that out there, and she dug one of the trenches and that. Markers in the future. Here we are in the past, but time is just a point of reference for humanity. Yes. 3 p.m. for you. 3 p.m. because you're like over. Hang on. Always remember it, or it'll be backwards for you guys. But it's never eat soggy wheat bix. Right? It'll be reversed for you guys. But yeah, it's northeast, southwest. You go never eat soggy wheat bix. It's the New Zealand Aussie way of doing it. So that'll be the west coast of Australia. You're over like mining kind of area, right? Powder, is that what I'm thinking? Is it like Perth, that kind of coast? I don't know the Aussie time zones well. Yeah, Perth. Yeah. Nice. Susie's so gorgeous. How the heck did you get her, Mark? You lucky bastard. Are you saying I'm not handsome? I'm a catch. I'm a catch if you look at me like a deep sea fish. With the with the little antenna and the little light in front of it, the little dangly thing to lure. The little lure. I'm like one of those deep sea fish. I don't know how I pulled it off. But I'm glad I did. I used my charm. Well, the main thing that sold us, we got talking about work and that. I kept popping in there, and and we just chit chat, and then it got to the conversation that neither of us had like Instagram or Facebook and that, and like nobody wants to hang out more. Everybody's brain rot. I was like, oh, I want to go to the beach then. I want to go out and do something. Oh, yeah, nobody around here ever wants to do anything. That's what I said to her. I'm like, oh, nobody around here ever wants to do anything. She's like, yeah, everyone's just sitting on their phones. I'm like, oh, I want to go to the beach on the weekend. Yeah, sweet. And here's my number. Simple. You giggling in the corner. Yeah. Took 20 years to find the right one. When you stop looking, right? When you stop looking and go on your path and you're just living your life and working on yourself, and that just happens. I think I've seen that quite often in my life, and just a diamond on the rough, or a diamond that looks rough. Yeah, I'm an uncut diamond or something. I don't know. Rough around the edges, squishy on the inside. I don't know. I love that story. That's how it should be. Yeah, I after like a couple of decades of bad relationships, right? From dating apps and stuff like that. Because I never went out to bars. I was never out like picking up girls in bars or anything like that. That was never my scene, right? So yeah, I tried that way, and some friends got good relationships out of dating apps and stuff. Personally, my experience was very different, and it wasn't ideal. And in the end, yeah, I walked away from it all after my last relationship. I'm like, I spent like two years just on my own here and with the dog. At the time, I just had Zed. Then I got Heidi and that, and went about life. And she's lucky to have found him. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, brother. Hey, Jody. How are you, dude? Good to see you again, mate. I saw you in Dennis's chat last night there. It was a bit hectic. I sometimes I try and say hi to everyone in Dennis's chat, but when it's going quicker, I can't be like, oh, hi to everyone. But I do see you all there. B5, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. You both compliment each other. Yeah. She's it's like I went to grab the ratchet strops to hook the truck up today. Just a tie down strap, right? I'm like, oh, where are the tie down straps? She's like, oh, they're in the cabin, and I showed her how to roll them all up in that, and they're all rolled up, all stacked nicely, and there's a box of all the ratchets all laid out perfectly. I'm just like, I sent her. I was like, oh, I love you, dude. I love you, because it's all the stuff I like really like. I'll take tie strips off and you lob them in a pile on the floor, and like I'm really bad at that. So she's really good at handling all that kind of stuff. It's like when I was doing the concreting on the driveway right now, I'm like, oh, can you throw away the rubbish bags? Can you go and get the water and whatever? And like she's able to just run around and do all the, So I kind of do the more technical stuff and whatever. And like when I'm working on cars, I'll be under a car, and rather than me have to get out of it, I was taking some bits out of that red car. And rather than me have to get out of it 4 times, I'm like, can you go get me one of these? Can you hand me one of these? She's a good tool passer. She's learning to what the different tools are now, sort of. One day I hope to find my own Susie. Just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. You come across as a very good dude. It's just finding the right woman these days. Just keep looking out in the country, mate. Keep looking out in the country. You need to find one into gardening. Instead of flaunting it. The moment you see an Instagram or something, it's all like bikini photos at the beach and that. It's like, nah. Just find yourself a wholesome, shy country girl, mate. Yeah. Some people are giving me crap about the age difference between us, but I sort of my view on it was, well, I dated women in their 30s and stuff, and it never went well. And like you'd be on the dating apps and stuff, and all the women remotely near my age are like, I have 3 children and they're my world, and you have to accept us all as a package, and they need a new daddy, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Maybe that's for some people. It wasn't something I was looking for. So got Susie before she's been ruined by the world. So she didn't get brain robbed by social media. She was just at her parents' place gardening all day, outside of work. That's all you did, really, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
She smoked a lot of weed, didn't you?
I used to.
Used to, yeah. Doesn't anymore. That cured all her anxiety. She'd reduced it down a lot with weed, but with Susie, it's just any bit of weed, and she'll be anxious. So it was quite a long time ago now. You didn't have that much, really. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I still have a little bit of weed, but it's very, like, I've been essentially running out. I've been having a couple of crumbs out of the bottom of the bag for a couple of days. It's certainly leveled me out a bit. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to give up. I do enjoy it sometimes, but again, it's probably shouldn't be. Probably need to get away from it. The reason you should love your enemies is because when you die, you can't change things. You will be stuck with whatever was inside you negative. Oh, I wouldn't say I agree with that. I don't believe in anything like that, mate. Myself. Cleo, good day, mate. How are you, mate? How are you, Cleo Marie? Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, Jody. As far as Dennis's, yeah. Beantown knows the channel. Yeah, Jody's talking about Men of Action, D-Bird's channel. You'll get that with like any of the fitness channels and stuff, really. Shirt off working out, and it's just the way Dennis is it's to trolls. Yeah, it's just like an invitation to rip crap at him. Right, at the moment he's got an ego, and he's yeah, I don't care. Right, people are gonna try. Right, especially like if he goes, things like, I'm not putting up with this crap today and whatever. Like it's like an invitation to a troll, right? It's everybody's gonna just. So I don't know. He handles it. He's got a lot better at handling it, but the hate's just part of it. There was a time when we were just literally immediately banning everyone, but it's kind of slows down their algorithm feed a bit and stuff. So it's just how he wants it done. We take out the bad ones, the spammers, and if there's too much, or he says take a person out, we're trying to find that balance, right? Oh no, you're fine, Jody. No, you can mention any channel here. It's no worries. I'm never competing it. I view it as I'm never competing against. It's just like life, right? It's me versus me. It's not me versus the guy who owns a Bugatti. It's not me versus any other channel. I'm a unique person. Like somebody else could be saying the exact same things I do, word for word, the whole time. It doesn't matter, right? People either like the person or they don't. So, yeah. I think a lot of streamers get caught in that, like somebody else in their niche or somebody does something similar to them and they feel like they're a total threat. And I'm just like, yeah. People copy me sometimes. I do get a fraction annoyed when people like copy me a bit too much for some stuff, but at the same time, it's just like, well, whatever. It's more that I want to see people just be themselves on here. I think that's the key to success on YouTube is being yourself. Unless you're making brain rot content and doing an act or whatever. But like to be a genuine channel, mental health, all that kind of stuff we do. We need trolls and people that hate us. Otherwise, how can we appreciate what's good? Maybe to an extent, right? But when it interrupts the chat too much, I mean, I get it. You know, you're gonna get it. It's just part of it. It's just part of it. But we got good mods and stuff. Make sure you remember to hit the like for me, guys. We got 32 up there. Make sure you double tap me on the forehead anywhere above the chat there. If you give a couple of taps on the screen, I would appreciate it. We had a new like record today. We had the Goat Raiders come in, and I think it's like 178 or something on that stream. If you want to check that out, I got it was the co-working stream, the last live stream I did. If you want to check that out later, the Goat Raiders showed up and blessed me on that while I'm in the middle of cleaning up my rubbish and my mess. If you want to see the full version of that, if you check out the channel, the Goat Father channel, and you see his latest raid under his lives he did today, and I'm the first one he raided there, so you can see from his perspective in that. Sometimes I don't say anything, but I'm always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. Appreciate you, Celtic. Hey, Celtic, Celtic, you're here. You're here. So what's going on with that, Celtic? Did you go? You go to court today, mate? I think Celtic might have been able to take off his steel pants with the padlock on them. He's got a chastity belt on. Well, we'll wait to hear from Celtic that it's all gone all right first. Celtic got in trouble. He was naughty. But yeah, we're in the clear now, Celtic. Yeah, happy in on Alcatraz. So Celtic was being a bit naughty, doing some speeding in his car a while ago, and he had to go to court. And they were saying they were going to maybe put him away for 30 days. He was a little bit concerned. We were telling him to get a tattoo on the rear, like in the movie Big Stan. Love you guys, and I'm always here. Oh, did you keister it in? We need the update, Celtic. Did it? We've got bated breath, man. You told us all you might not be here. Has it all happened yet? Are we all good? Heavy-footed. Oh, you leave it. It's all right. Leave it. Nosy, go to bed. Leave it. I can't say the word, but there's a Gary on the cabin roof. Oi, dude, leave. Hello, bed. Good boy. Oh, yeah, have a drink on your hand. All right. You're sad? Why are you sad, Chicken Burger? What's going on, mate? We do that stuff here too, right? If you're having a bad week, we can talk about that too, mate. Oh, we're going to send him to the gulag, you reckon, Bean? All right. Yep, talk it out, Chicken. The floor is yours, man. That's what we do here. Is if you're having a bad week or something, having a bad day, we all look after each other here. That's what we do. That's what we do, mate. I won't do too long a one tonight, guys. I've had a very long day and I want to eat and stuff. I'll be on a bit longer, but we'll wrap it up in probably about the next 20 minutes, in about 20 minutes or so. Dropped everything, brother. I was shaking. I literally threw up this morning and caught the judge let me go for 100. I told you you'd be fine. Told you, yeah. When you said they might send you to jail for 30 days for speeding, I thought that would be a bit excessive. Like, I know you're not exactly got a history of such things and that. So, yeah, slap on the wrist. It's you got to do a lot to sort of get the higher end stuff. So, there we go. Celtic dodges the, yeah, all right. Honestly, couldn't believe it. There you go. You've been throwing up on the way in. Jeez, mate. Well, see, there you go. All worked out. See, this is what we were talking about earlier, right? You go to the extremes in your head, right? We always imagine that worst case scenario. And we prepare ourselves, try and prepare for that, right? Well, he was scared. They were talking about putting him away in jail for 30 days because he was doing like Celtic was driving his Lambo. He has a Lambo, right? So of course, driving his Lambo, he was doing like 130 or 140 mile an hour. Out in somewhere, whatever. And they caught up with him later on and were like, "Excuse me, sir. You know how fast you were going?" Meow. From Super Troopers, right? The cat game. Meow, do you know how fast you were going? Are you saying meow? Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping from tree to tree all mimbly bimbly? Am I drinking milk from a saucer? Am I eating moss? Where are you boys going? Oh, we're going to Canada, sir. for some pancakes and Canada, eh? Almost made it. Super Troopers is a brilliant movie. I didn't like the second one. I thought it tried really hard, but the first Super Troopers movie was brilliant. 30 days is nothing compared to hitting a tree. Fair point, Jody. Slight probation for 6 months. Like that. If I get in trouble 6 months, I have to face the judge, and then I get, you're gonna have to be a good boy. And if you be, I'd leave the keys on the hook, I guess, mate. Hey, you can always, as I say, mate, get yourself to a racetrack. Just drive it to a racetrack, bro. Go absolutely ham at the racetrack. Have some fun. Get it out of your system. Well, don't go too ham. Don't go too ham. But the racetracks are so good for that. I really, get it out of your system. That need for speed. Like, for me, that's what the track bike's for. Not that I've taken it out for 3 years, but eventually. You're from Switzerland. G'day, Carlos. I saw something about Switzerland recently. Because people talk about all the bunkers they're building in New Zealand and stuff, and it was all the people have now built homes and like these bunkers in Switzerland built into the mountains and stuff. And so people have some amazing setups in there. Some amazing homes like built into the side of mountains and stuff, like real narrow roads, and it's got a little entry point into the mountain. Very cool. From India, g'day, Anwesha. I hope I said that semi right. Man, you have no idea how happy I am to see you guys tonight. I'm not going to drive for a while just to stay out of trouble. Fair enough, Celtic. Hey, just have some self-control, bro. You'll be right. Just don't do anything silly. Just stick to the speed limit. You're not going to get in trouble for probation for a speed limit for 5 mile or 10 mile over, I imagine, right? I don't know how strict the probation is, but yeah, it wouldn't be a good look, if you appear before a judge before that. But you'll be right, mate. We got to work on your American accent. I can do some pretty good American accents, boy. I can do them all right. I'll mosey on over to Texas there. I'll blend right in, buddy. They won't know. I can blend in California as well. What's up, dude? Want to go surfing, bro? Or I can do the Kelly girl. So I was at the mall the other day, and Jessica was there with Brandon. Anyway, you live in LA? You're right, mate. Anyway. You're pulling them out of me. You're pulling them out of me, mate. All the accents. I got to work on a lot of accents and that, right? The feeling of races for you is a better motorcycle or a car? Motorcycle. Motorcycle on track, man. There's nothing quite like a 1,000cc bike flat out on a racetrack. There's nothing quite like doing like 150 mile an hour and you whack the throttle into top gear and the thing pulls up on the back wheels. Good fun. Have any good restaurants all around where we live? Not really, no. Usually where there's a place we go to and get Chinese food in the city that does really nice dumplings and stuff. But up where we are, like if you go a couple of towns over, you can get a butter chicken or something, but or there's some Chinese places, but most of nothing amazing, right? Nothing exceptional. So, what the hell is this accent? I'm from New Zealand. I was just doing some accents, in case you're wondering. We were doing some different accents, but this is me regular voice, mate. Sort of a little bit Australian there. But no, this is me. This is how I talk. All right, I'm from New Zealand. Did I miss any other messages there? Make sure. Yeah, we're good to have you, Celtic. Good to have you around, mate. Yeah, better stay in here with us for the next 60 days. Yeah, just like I tell you what, Celtic, just send me the keys. Put the car in a container. Just send it over, mate. Just send it over. I don't think I'd get it on the road in New Zealand actually. Being left-hand drive, but it'd have to be a right-hand drive someday. Can you try a British accent? I sure can do a British accent for you if you like. Oi, oi, England. G'day, Matt. How are you, Wilson? How are you, Matt? How's it going? Everybody having a good night? Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Kangaroo, koala, didgeridoo. I'm from New Zealand, though, but we take the piss a bit. G'day, Kane. How are you, bro? I'm getting excited, guys. We're like this far from like 2,000 subs. We're at like 1,931. So if you want to help me get to 2,000 subs, I've been working very hard on here. If you want to help me get to 2,000 subs, you know, hit the buttons. Hit the like button as well. We're nearly at 40 likes, so I do really appreciate it. Is it 40? Oh, we're at 38 on my end on the likes. Yes, Kane. Yes. Hi, husband, says Georgina. I'm sorry, Georgina. You should know. You've been here before. I've got this one. I'm sorry. You're too late, and I don't have a brother. I'm sorry. But you know, hey, you can hang around. You can decide like what things you like about me and you need in a man. And then you got to go out. You're just gonna have to go out and find them. Advice for women: if you're looking for a guy sort of similar to me who can like get through hard times and stuff, instead of going out night clubbing and stuff and partying and like looking for guys at parties, look for the guy in your neighborhood who's got his mates ain't showing up. He's in his garage at 2 a.m. trying to build his dream car. Right? He's got the garage door open this far. You see him out there. He's out there at 2 a.m. turning spanners on his car and going about his life, mate. That's the man you're looking for. Because, you know, if he's got a commitment to a 30-year-old Japanese car or something, he's building up some 30-year-old piece of shit, and every weekend it's breaking, and no matter what it does, he's loyal to it, it's the man you want. True story. Just finish off what's left of that. I'm cutting back. I'm being good, guys. I'm doing a lot better. How are you, Uncle? Yeah, I'm pretty unc status now. I have reached uncle status, apparently. I'm 39 now, so... Mickey Lloyd from Australia. How are you, Mickey? Good to see you, bro. How's your week? How's your weekend, Mickey? Great to see you again, mate. M5 Tractor Services. G'day, bro. How are you? Somebody keeps texting me like 3 times in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, Gabrielle. Yep. Oh, it's global, right? It's global. It's not just New Zealand. But again, like, you know, depends where you go. If you're looking for a decent bloke, you know, like, felt that vibration through my phone. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. People do. There's a couple of people I know who do that. It's family and stuff, and they text me something and then they remember something else, and like, you know, I'll just get like 10 texts in a row out of nowhere after not hearing from them for a week. And I'm like, okay. And then it's like, why aren't you replying? Da, da, da. It's like, you know, you're always on your phone. I'm like, a bit busy. What's going on? Well, we're just hanging out, having a chat, see how everybody is. We basically, the only rules here are really like no politics, no religion. We don't really talk about sports and stuff. I'm not really into it. I try and do self-improvement on here, right? Self-improvement, mental health. But like, we bring up those topics as people need help. Beyond that, we just hang out, and it's just a place to get away from all the bullshit of the world and just hang out and chat. And Canada here. Hey, doing well. I really like this. Question's going really well. We're getting a lot of people actually say where they're from and that. I think it's a really good thing to have here. Joe from Canada, going well here. Yes, going good. How is Canada? How is Canada today? How's the world treating everybody? Two and then slam. I'm not sure what's going on there, mate. It's trying to translate your message. It says two and then slam. Hang on, I'll turn that off.
What a Tim Tam Slam is.
Oh, is he saying Tim Tam Slam?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I will translate it on my screen to two and then slam. Show me what it says on yours. So the guy said do a Tim Tam Slam, right? Like, you put Tim Tam's body. I can't remember what it is exactly, right? But YouTube with the translation on changes it to two and then slam. A space of positivity. Roya. Oh, you got him quick. Susie just like you say, look, smile at them, Susie. Look, see, she just banned your ass. You just got dunked on by a girl. Feel that? Feel that burn, boy. Feel that sizzle, boy. 45 degrees Celsius. I thought Canada was cold. I know Canada's cold in winter. 45 Celsius. Oh. What do you mean with humidex on that? I haven't heard of that. Or do you mean humidity? Is it like a real like? because I know in New Zealand when it's like 32 degrees in New Zealand because of the humidity, it feels really hot and sticky. Whereas like a lot of people say in Aussie when it's like less humid, or overseas where it's less humid, it can be a really high temperature, but it's a lot more tolerable. Yeah, we do Celsius here, like Canada. We do metric here, so it's good to have Canadians in here. They understand what I'm talking about. Susie is fast at banning. Yep, she. That's all she's doing. Everyone's like, "What's she doing in the background?" Like people coming and trolling. They're like, "Oh, she's on a dating app or whatever." No, she's watching the chat like a hawk. Kirth
Well,
Racewood put a post as well. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I don't like people, but I like you. Oh yeah. I think there's a lot of people in here. Most of us don't like people in general. But I tell you what, we've had one argument in here ever between people where it didn't get along. But I think the other one was like they were a troll, like, trying to act like they were part of the sort of channel. You know what I mean? But everybody here, it's always positive here. We love it. We love it. We do it every day. Some days I take a day off here, right? I do have the old one off, but usually I'm on like about 6 hours a day minimum. Various streams I do, so do check out the other stuff on my live tab. Check out my shorts and that. Joanne from Canada, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Joanne. Mark, and this is Susie. Susie with a Y, Suzy, and I'm Mark with a K. Reaper virus spread through the population of Glasgow like a common cold. It couldn't be stopped. The seaports, airports, and borders were closed. Scotland was declared a quarantine zone. I can't really do Scottish yet. That's the best Scottish I can do for you. How's the garage going? All right, Mickey. I've been clearing up outside the garage all the crap of the old floor I threw out, and got the new truck down there. Just so it's a slight, the driveway's like that, right? I keep skidding the truck and couldn't get it out easily. And now it's on about that angle, and it still sat there spinning the tyres. So I went, bugger this. We went out right before dark and dug 2 trenches. The truck dug most of the trenches up the drive, but we dug out the rest and put in some bags of concrete. And I did wiped my finger through the concrete and did like a bunch of lines through it in a crisscross pattern. And hopefully it's about 6 feet long of runway, just wide enough for the truck. About 6 feet long of runway to get it going, and then I think it'll be sweet to get up the hill. As long as it can get traction on the concrete, we'll be good. So that's my plan today. So Suzy, 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 just 4-letter, nice and easy. No man's land in Arizona or Cali, really hot. Yeah, I think walked away for 2 seconds and someone starts talking smack. That's exactly what happens to me with Dennis's chat, Celtic. So, like, I'll have Dennis going and everything's chill, right? And I'll, like, minimize it down and I'll be, like, doing other stuff on my phone. I've got him playing the sound and that. And suddenly Dennis is like, oh, get this guy out of here. Have I got any mods in here? I'm like, like, trying to get back to ban people. I'm like, oh, shit. It's always the way, bro. It's the moment the mods are doing something for 10 seconds is when you get the troll. Murphy's Law, man. Murphy's Law, as they say. Visiting your grandmother before her treatment. That's fantastic, Mason. Family's important, man. Family's important. So it's great you're there. Says a lot about you, Mason. Yep. Yeah, that's correct, Tina. That's it, mate. Those abandoned the... I won't try to do the Scottish accent again. Those abandoned the quarantine zone were left to... Okay. Alright. Well, that's not really what we're here to talk about, Ian. I'll sort of engage if it's... In a camper boat. It's a caravan at the moment. Building a cabin outside, slowly but surely, more so slowly, but we'll get back to that soon. I can't wait to get back to the cabin. It's just not the priority at the moment, and in the middle of winter, it's the ground around it's all soggy, and so yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, that's why we need you in here, Celtic. Yeah, that's it. Good old Murphy's Law. Celtic, you're the moral compass, bro. When you leave, everyone gets lost. A heat record and stupidly humid. If you're in the aircon and you walk outside, it's like hitting a hot, wet wall. Oh, that's horrible, man. So is that the heat wave that was traveling across America? Or is that like come up over Canada now? Is I would assume what's happened there. Yeah, and I don't. Just go away. I don't get why people come into people's channels. It's like the whole history of Scotland and this and that. Like, okay, cool, bro. If you ever need an extra wrench, I do it for fun. Oh, that's what Susie's for. She's my other spanner monkey. She's the apprentice. It's my mechanic apprentice here. Joke of the day. I'm at my most delusional when I'm making my to-do list. Oh, yes, ambition, right? And make a to-do list. Oh, smash all this out. Yeah. Especially with my ADHD, I overestimate what I can do in a day. I heard a good statement about that. It was we overestimate what we can do in a day or a week or a month, but we underestimate what we can do in a year or across 10 years with consistency, right? We want things too quick now. The world's so convenient. The supermarket's closed, you want a bottle of Coca-Cola or something, you can go into a convenience store, right? Everything's available to us so quickly now that it's hard for us to delay things. Want for nothing. Like, you want to watch a movie, think it's there. It's not, you got to go rent it or go out. Everything is so at our fingertips. That's, I think, the thing a lot of people struggle with now. Susie is fast and seems to enjoy it. Yeah, Susie, she's a clever girl, this one. She's a clever girl. We're giving her confidence over time. Since I met Susie, she's come a very long way. She was an anxious little bundle when I met her. She'd sort of been away from society for a while. After when the world stopped and all that, she stopped working around then and didn't play the game of the world and stuff. So she was at home gardening and she was hiding away. That's why I couldn't find her. The funniest thing about me and Susie is for 15 years we were in a straight line from my place to her family's place is about a mile and a half, 2 miles at the most. But it's like, basically when you look at a map, it's her parents' place is here, my place is here, except you have to drive the whole way around to get there, and there's a river up the middle, and we're literally the exact same distance from the same point in the river. It's just we never crossed paths for 15 years because it was like a 30-minute drive around, and she was at home gardening and that, and yeah, so then she got a job up in the next town over, and I popped in there a couple of times, and that's how that all happened. But yeah, for the 15 years since I moved up this way, and I've been around this area and around very close to here. I was only just up the road here for a while, so it was literally like I was a couple of houses up, renting. And yeah, we were only ever 2 miles apart for the last 15 years. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy world, mate. Now be nice about Susie. Seems like it's like, oh no, I was being nice. No, she'll tell you. Sometimes she'll tell you herself. Yeah, she had a lot of anxiety and stuff. So yeah, we worked a lot of that, and yeah, come right now. Yeah. Confident, beautiful young woman now instead of a shy, beautiful young woman. No, she's got confidence. She's a baddie now. She's a baddie. She's teaching her to ride motorbikes at the moment as well. We haven't done that for a while because the garage is all packed up, but she's itching to get back out on a motorbike. It's like donating blood. Never again. Too many questions. Where did you get it and why is it in a bucket? Wow. Yes, as Michaeloid says, sub and like if you enjoy the content at all. Do drop a sub. Well, I'm nearly at 2,000 subs, so if you want to help me get to those 2,000 subs, I'm at like 1931 before this stream. So I highly doubt we'll get 69 subs in one stream. I think the most I've ever gotten in a stream is about 22, 23. But hey, you never know. Think positive. Positive thoughts, chat. Positive thoughts. Hit the like if you haven't. I don't ask too often, but do hit the like if you haven't. How's everyone doing? Amelia's Garage, good to see you, mate. Doing good, Amelia. We're having a good little chin wag. Good evening chat. Mickey Lloyd with the dono. Thank you very much, Mickey. We're stacking it up, guys. Every penny counts. It all goes back into the channel. So yeah, I'm getting excited. I've got sort of enough for the DJI mics and stuff now. I'm going to get like some smaller tripods and some better, I'll have to get a ring light and stuff. I don't know if you guys want to see me under a ring light. Probably like, so like a stunned possum, yeah. So who knows? But yeah, every little bit counts, guys. As people said, like I need to get GoPro and body cam mounts for the garage stuff and long form and all that. So yeah, we're getting there. I'll start ordering some stuff. You missed a good joke. Repost again. I'm sorry, joke. I'm sorry. Why is it when you donate a kidney, everyone loves you, but when you donate 5, they call the cops? Yeah, just ungrateful, isn't it? Just ungrateful. I seen it. Diana, I seen it. I'm sorry. Celtic, sorry, I've been gone a bit. Amelia, where the hell have you been? Yeah, where have you been, Amelia? We got questions, mate. Hey, are you going well, Amelia? Having a good week, mate? We're nearly at 50 likes, chat. We're nearly there. Next time when you get jalapenos, try to get fresh ones, not pickled, and try those. Will do, Bean. Will do, mate. All right, we've got more instructions to follow there from Beantown. Beantown insists they buy the jalapenos.
I'll just grow some.
Yeah. There you go. She's going to grow her own jalapenos.
But it has to be summer.
Summer.
Spring.
True. You're all mad at me. Nah, Amelia, we're only messing with you. We're not actually mad at, but yes, we're extremely mad and disappointed. From the US, Kansas to be exact. My week has been good to start with. That's fantastic, Tina. It's fantastic. And if, again, guys, if anybody's in here and you're not having the best week, you can talk about it. We do mostly do like self-improvement, mental health here. We've got a great community of people who will help you out with problems and stuff, right? Give you advice and that. That's what we do. But so don't be afraid if your week's not going the best and you want to talk to people. You can pop up in the chat and talk about whatever's going on. Terrible week so far. What's going on, Ferrellin? As I said, what's going on? Why is it a terrible week? What's going on, mate? How can we possibly help you with that? Why have been using... I drink all that.
What are you after?
Oh, my brain was thinking if I had Coca-Cola or something left, but I drank. I gotta stop buying Coca-Cola and stuff, guys. I've blooming drank like 2 bottles in the space of 2 days. Nope. And a Red Bull today. I've been naughty again. I keep buying Coca-Cola with the plan that we have a tub of ice cream in the freezer. And I I'd like a couple of scoops of ice cream and then you pour the Coca-Cola over it and you get a frothy float thing, right? And then I end up drinking the Coca-Cola twice now. I've had 2 bowls of Coca-Cola across a couple of days at a time. And haven't had any of it with ice cream. My guy hit me while I was asleep and now I can't sleep. Did he hit you intentionally or did he just like... Watch out for the drop beers. You watch out for those drop beers, mate. My guy hit me while I was asleep and now I can't sleep. So did he accidentally hit you in your sleep or did he intentionally attack you in your sleep? What's going on there, mate? Intentionally get out of it, mate. The simple advice there is what do you need to get out of that situation? Because stuff like that never changes, right? Unfortunately. But I definitely would understand, like it's not easy. I've been in relationships like that were violent myself, directed at me, right? So, yep. So there you go. The whole chat's, agree with that. Mental health is key. Great to see you, mate. Great to see you, Nick. Hit you to wake you up. Bounce. Go. Don't listen to any reasons. Get out of there, mate. That's I can't be any more clear. Get away from that. You deserve better than that. Nobody deserves that shit. You can't sleep in your own home without being attacked, and then it's a justification to wake you up. No, you need to get out of there, mate. Better things will come to you, right? You've got the guts to sit here and talk about that, and you need help. Better things will come to you. You'll find something better than that. Oh, we lost a like. I've seen it go down there. Huge red neon flag. That's it. Yeah. What? Let us know if you have any more follow-up questions there, Lynn. Let us know. If you need to talk about it more. Seriously, not trying to go to jail tonight. Yeah. Don't fuck up your own life. Don't mess up your own life. It's not worth it, right? We talk about this kind of stuff often, like, you can make one mistake. Like, I knew a guy once, he was out drunk on town, some guy got in a little scuffle and walked past and said something smart to him, and he turn around, right? And the guy cracked his head open on the curb and died, right? So he did years in jail for that, and lost his business, his whole life went to crap over. It's not worth it, mate. But my advice would be get out of there now. Worry about whatever material things you have there later. But I'd get yourself away from the situation. That would be my advice. But I wouldn't say like let it cool off and then go back to it like it's going to change. I would, are you? Is it your house? Is it like if you could give us any more detail? Obviously, I could try and give better advice. But yeah, that's everybody here is sort of said like that's unacceptable. There's no excuse for it. There's no it was to wake you up, whatever. There's there's nicer ways to wake her up, right? Like if I really had to wake her up, I might go give her a pinch on the shoulder. Come on, get up, or I'll be like, sweetie, come on, wake up. Like this is how you wake up a missus. Like, come on, honey, come on, time to get up. And she goes, and you wake. It's all right. Come on. Oh, I don't want to get up. Oh, that's yeah. See, but you can sort of you caress them a bit. You wake them up that way, right? Worst case, you give them a pinch. You just do this. Let's get some moving, right? You just pinch them in the this little tiny little pinches, right? But anything beyond that, I would say is not. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's more than a red flag. That's actual danger. So, things like that will always progress, right? It starts off now. It's I was just trying to wake you up, whatever. But if you take it as like it was excessive, then yeah. We've had a few people come in here asking relationship stuff like that, and they get out and work it themselves. And you're always welcome, of course, here every day. Like if you need help rebuilding your life, you need to get into a new place, this and that. If you need advice along the way and to talk about it, you're welcome to come in here every day. You can dump hundreds of messages. It doesn't matter. Everybody will support you, right? That's what we do. Help people get through things, and the people who get through things tend to stick around and support other people in that. And that's the community, right? Bloody lurkers, eh? Unknown. Appreciate you. Most welcome, Lynn. Most welcome, mate. Most welcome. And I appreciate you for bringing it up, right? It's not easy to do that. It's like you pop into a random chat and so it's great. I really appreciate you opening up. And you're always welcome here and we'll support you. We'll look after you, mate.
You seen Cammy's?
I'm just going for a scroll. Can we talk right quick? Yeah, Cammy, we can. Yes, most definitely. Can we talk not feeling as good? Yeah, for sure, Cammy. Yep, the floor's always open, guys. You never have to check. You can always drop your message, right? As you guys know, as I say, like even if we're doing a thing where it's up the top and it's like, tell your best joke. If you've got something actually going on, there's no problem interrupting the chat and what's going on, and we'll all switch over to it. You're not any trouble, not any burden, you're not any problem. Just everybody needs to know that, right? So. If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving isn't for you. Hey, Hellfighter, great to see you again, bro. What's up? Hope life is good and continues to get better every day. It's going alright, Hell. It's going alright, mate. We're doing alright. Guess which cosplay I'm making? Venom cosplay. You eat healthy if 2 Cokes is no, 2 bottles of Coke, like 1.5 litre bottles of Coke. So no, I've got to be a good boy. Yeah, maybe a cheeky can now and again, but no, definitely like I just ended up drinking it like water. It was there, and I was like, oh yeah, guzzling away on these bowls of Coke. It was a terrible idea. May you see things clearer in your rear view mirror. Quote by Pearl Jam there from Powder. See that, Farrellin. Everybody's. This is what this place is for. Outpost. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you too, man. Been a while, Outpost. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Ada Wong from RE4. Oh, I wouldn't know who that is. Sorry, Amelia. RE4. I don't even know what RE4 is. I'm sorry. You're from Spain. G'day, Penny from Spain. I hope you're well, mate. I'm just finding out that my female friend is accusing me of touching her thigh, and she went behind me calling me a weirdo. Oh, okay. That's a simple one, Cammy. Cut them off. Cut off that person and cut off anybody coming to you with drama about that, because put simply, like there's a lot of people out there who will always look at one side of the story, right? This person says this about you, and anybody who's like willing to believe that without even asking for your side of the story is an immediate. I think I got to tell you guys, one of the most beneficial things you'll ever do to your life is cut off that old dead weight friends, like from school or something or whatever. People you've known for years or whatever, but you've changed, and maybe they haven't changed at all, and you've grown, or maybe you've grown and they've grown in a different direction, right? There becomes a point where you're just not compatible anymore, where you're not about the drama, you're not about the gossip and the bullshit. So just cut them off, mate. Just cut them off. Don't worry. Don't even give them a second thought, Cammy. Just go, nah, sweet. You're better off having no friends than people doing stuff like that to you, right? That would be my advice. Yeah, and as always, the floor's open to everyone else to input on that. Powder, Cammy, she was never your friend. That's it, right? Yeah. It's just, yeah. Struggling, my anxiety eating me up right now, woke me from a dead sleep. I'd say Outpost, try to do something that makes you not anxious. Like what's something you enjoy you can do and be up like being here we can talk about it, but the other thing would be, we can talk about what's bothering you in some way if you want to elaborate. Otherwise I'd just say if that anxiety's high, just do something you enjoy, but work on something a bit and just let yourself calm down, and something that's like natural to you, something you enjoy is gonna alleviate a lot of that anxiety, right? And get some water, and also helps as well. If you wake up like like that, I like to just sip away on some water or something, or a glass of milk, or make a hot chocolate. I usually wouldn't if you're already anxious and stuff, I wouldn't say have any caffeine. So either some decaf coffee or maybe a tea is a lot lower in caffeine. But a hot chocolate or something, mate. Have yourself a sip of drink. Watch a cartoon you enjoy or something, something to chill with, and just give yourself that time to just wind down a bit. Preparing to get away from society, I need to spend a year in the mountains. Mike Barber, I would suggest look up a YouTube video. Hang on, I'll type it on. So can you pass your phone, love? Mike Barber, hang on. 1 sec. Look up this video, bro. 1 second, guys. Mike Barber 595. Just tags him properly. Everybody screenshot this as well. I'm just going to put this from Susie's account, right? But screenshot this one, guys. It's a very, it's not actually a video. It's like a still image, but it's like a talk thing he does in the background. It's very good. Sweet. There you go. Cool. Just screenshot that one, guys. I keep meaning to add it to the channel playlist, but it's a really great insight about a guy who went on the Appalachian Trail and that, trying to find himself, and went on this journey in life, right? So if everyone screenshot that from Venom Susie there, see, from Susie. The answer is not a hut in the woods by Exurb2A on YouTube. Exurb2A is the channel name. He has another video there called Talking Cat Film Was Extremely Good. And it's like a review on Puss in Boots, the Last Wish movie, and about the dread and death being after him the whole time and how that translates. Yeah, Talking Cat Film was extremely good. It's on the same channel. What, you're not changing, you're choosing. Yep, that's great advice there. Thank you for that, Joanne. Rough life right now. Wife relapsed on alcohol. Had to go away for a bit. Left me with 5 kids and a lot of unanswered problems. Jesus, guys. Sorry, guys. Just take a moment there. It's just, I tell you what, man. The amount of suffering, the amount of struggles I've heard of from people being on here certainly gives me a different perspective on the world, right? And understanding, what goes on. Outpost, what do I say to that, man? Take each day as it comes, dude. Hopefully it comes a bit better in time. Hopefully, do what you can. Obviously the kids are the priority, right? So, I know you're a good fella. You'll make sure you do right by the kids and that. Yeah, it's a tricky one, bro. Alcohol. This is the thing: is alcohol is such a normalized drug, and it's legal, whatever. But the amount of harm of alcohol is just astounding. What it does to the world. been a rough 3 weeks. Jeez, Outpost, I wish you'd reached out a bit sooner, mate, but I do appreciate you reaching out now about it. And yeah, if you want to talk about it more with that Bean or anyone, bro, you can go back and forth in the chat. As always, guys, the chat's open, like, help each other out and that, right? Another great mantra from Joe. Thanks, mate. I will check it out. I think Powder and Bean are gonna make sure Outpost is all right. This I'll have a look. I missed another one, did I, Joe? Sorry, mate. If it doesn't bring you purpose, peace, or profit, don't give it your time, energy, or attention. I like that. We'll update the pinned message there, guys. Do hit the like button if you haven't yet, guys. We'll try to get to 60 likes if we can. We'll try to ramp it up. I do appreciate it. So you can just double tap anywhere above the chat. Just 2 taps on the screen, a couple of taps on my forehead. Costs you nothing. Helps the small channel. Thought she was cool, then she stabbed me in the back. I cared about it, but I get it, Cammy. I get it. The life lessons suck, but just remember you've got these lessons for the rest of your life, and you'll find better people and stuff. It's like past relationships I had and stuff, right? These bad experiences will guide you in life, right? They suck, they hurt, but it helps you find those right people. Like if I hadn't had the crap relationships I had, I would never have met Susie, right? I never would have gone on that path where I was alone and worked on myself in that a lot, right? So it all works out. I'm sober for 8 years. Her father passed unexpectedly and she turned to her crutch and got out of control. Oh, man. I mean, really, yeah. You'd want to, I guess, try and get her into some therapy or something or grief counselor at least, right? Try and get her to a grief counselor or something. Did anybody else have any input on that for Outpost there? If everybody wants to, read the messages from Outpost there, if anybody has any input for them, all for it as always. I'll give the video a watch. Rather sit and talk you out of than hear you complain about the problems you created for yourself, bills, etc. Yep. It's always better to talk, guys, and that's what the space is for, right? We can talk about the stuff. Like it's not all the doom and gloom around here, but we do talk about the stuff, and these are the conversations that need to be had in the world. We do keep a good positive vibe, and we talk about self-improvement, mental health, and that. But part of mental health is talking about it in these hard times, right? There you go, Cammy. You're not alone, mate. Yep, and that's the thing, right? Is kind of sad in a way, but we relate here most often through suffering, through struggle and that, but it's all about where we come out the other end of it, right? And we support each other through, and like I'm here, as you see, I'm here doing my stuff with cars and building cabins and stuff. I got endless stuff going on my end, and it's just sharing the journey and sharing my battles with depression, lack of motivation, ADHD, autism, all the stuff, right? We've all got our own shit going on, but this is stuff that people historically just never talked about, right? It was you bottle it down and men don't talk about this stuff and have another drink, mate. But we're in an age now where we can actually communicate across the world. We can talk about this stuff and we can actually help each other, which I think it's incredible, guys. We've got 15 people here. It went up to 19, so we haven't gone up in any likes. So if you're liking the content at all or liking the conversation, do hit the like for me, please. Hit the sub if you really like me. All right. Nearly at 2,000 subs. So Tim Tam is good. Yeah. I need to get on with some Tim Tams at some point. Oh, Mr. Dennis is live. Mr. Dennis. Outpost, you're doing a good job, and that's all you can do. People are accountable for their own actions, but I hope it all works out for you. Yeah. Your kids make everything worth it. Fantastic, bro. Love to hear that. Your head's in the right place on that. The other struggle, yeah. Hopefully she finds her way back, but I would see if you can get a grief counsellor to her somehow. Maybe somebody else close to her might have to have that discussion with her or something. Yeah, it's a tough one, mate. But yeah, Outpost, you do feel free. Whenever I'm on here, right, you can always talk about stuff. I don't want any of you guys to ever feel like there's something else going on, like I'm working in the garage or whatever. I'm live so that if this stuff comes up, I can stop what I'm doing. We can all stop what we're doing, and we can help people, right? That's the core of the channel. That is the core of the channel. Is the whole reason I made this channel was from where I was at. I don't want people to feel that horrible way and being there and wanting to end things and stuff like that, right? So I try and that's the whole point of it. Jeez, Celtic, 3 months already, bro. Really? Far out, man. Time flies, eh? Time flies. Yeah, Powder, I think Celtic's gritting through a lot. Celtic's made of tough stuff, man. We got a lot of love for you, Celtic. Don't ever feel like you can't talk about that, bro. Like, if you need to talk, right, you can reach out, man. Just remember me and Dennis and that, we're always available. Just hang out here. And I think from what I don't want to put words in Celtic's mouth, but from what I gather, Celtic's always here every stream, and sometimes he's just not talking in that. I think he seems to convey to me that he gains a lot from just being here in general and being around the conversation and around the community. So I love to hear that. I'm good at hiding my pain, brother. The situation was very bad. His death was on the news all over the United States. Yeah. Saw all that, Celtic. I'm horrible, man. Thor, is that you? No, I'm not Thor. You want to a deadly delirious? You see that? That's the missus. She's about to permanently ban. You see that one? The deadly delirious with the purple picture there. You see that one? We'll just give him a little. You're about to get beat up by a girl, bro. You do. Scroll down. Yeah. Hide. Yeah. There you go. Just got clapped out by a girl, mate. Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate that. Most welcome, Celtic. I really appreciate you, bro. A pleasure to have around here, mate. You're an absolute blessing, mate. As are a lot of you, Powder Bean, Joanne, who's just joined us in that. We've got a lot of great people in here, guys. I love it, like Unknown as well. Celtic, everyone, right? Oh, sorry, I missed something new. Kelly Arch, hello. Hi, Kelly. How are you, mate? Which one wins the fight? Oh, hang on. What did I miss? I missed. Two wolves fighting. Black one is in darkness and disappear. The white one is hope and light. Which wolf wins the fight? Oh, I don't know, mate. Zed, stop looking, mate. Two wolves fighting. The black one is in darkness and disappear, while the white one is hope and light. Which wolf wins the fight? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to look at that. You and so many know the struggles I've had with alcoholism. Many here can relate. Yeah. I think I must say that is the biggest thing that's been in here is alcohol, and the second most being grief is what we see the most of, and the two often combine. It's people who typically don't really have much problem with alcohol, or they've given it up, and then something really difficult happens, and so you turn to the bottle, right, to numb out. Which one wins the fight? The one you feed. Yes, Joe. That's good advice there. Another one I heard, Joe, was it says they always say, the grass is greener on the other side, and the best thing I've heard from that is, the grass is green where you water it. Remember that. The grass is green where you water it, not on the other side. If you swapped over the person on the other side, it would flip over soon enough, right? Just scrolling past, wishing positivity for everyone in here. Well, don't just scroll past then. That's what we do. We do positivity here. We do mental health chats, self-improvement, and all that stuff. It's all about positive, getting away from all the negativity of the world. So we don't do all the beyond your control politics and all that. We do focusing on our own lives, building our lives and stuff. So please subscribe, Sunrise, if you got that positive energy for us, mate. Be a great addition to the community. What's that, love? Shut the window. Shut the windy dindy walls. Okay, fine. I won't have a smoke. I'll be good. So here we go. Yeah, I appreciate it. We get quite a few of these messages. Like, we get people pop in and they're like, hey man, just hoping you have a good stream, and I'm just scrolling through and g'day. It's like, oh, g'day, how are you? Make sure you hit the like if you haven't, guys. We've been stalled out on 51 likes for a while. I was hoping to get to 60. I don't need to get off here, so I'm getting tired. If we can ramp it up. Problem is we go old too fast and wise too late. Perhaps. But we have to learn, it takes time to learn, right? It takes time to learn things. It takes patience, a bit of self-love. I'll answer your question. It's my missus. So no. But I hope you tell your dad soon, James. James Reacher. So you've literally even made your YouTube identity. Okay. Your YouTube identity's about that. I'm starting to have concerns for you there, James. I think you might need to have an honest conversation in the mirror with yourself there, James. A good test for you, James, might be stand in the mirror facing forwards and then turn around, face backwards, and see if you're really attracted to yourself if you're facing backwards. Sort of look over your shoulder. Might help. No, I don't have a closet. No, there's no closet here. I don't like fish sticks either. Yeah, I heard that about Sam Neill. I didn't click who it was at first, but yeah, I looked it up and registered who it was. Life goes by quick. Thanks, you guys. You guys are the best. I'll call it a night here. Good night. Thank you for being here, Cammy. It's been a pleasure as always, mate. Great to see you again. Could talk to God. Just saying, yeah. Some people can, yeah. Personally, I don't know. I'm still, as I say, I don't do religion here, so I won't go into it. I'm on fences about that, so anyway, we won't go there. Andy, I don't understand what you're saying there. I don't understand what you mean there, Andy. Sorry, mate. Did what happened to our old mate who was around earlier? Lynn. Was Lynn still around? I hope Lynn's doing all right. Or did they head off? I missed it. I might have missed them heading off or something. I'm just going to double check, guys, because there was a lot of chat going. Where did Lynn go? Said I appreciate you all. I think that was the last one there. Okay, I think we're up to date now. Dootwoot. Hello, how are you, Dootwoot? Hey, my bro, hope you're well. Like the stream. Thank you, Striker. Yeah, we're doing all right, mate. We've been a bit of tough conversations this evening, but that's the conversations that need to be had sometimes, right, about self-improvement, mental health, people struggling in that. So we do a bit of, it's the core of the channel, right? It's to just help people and create an environment where we can hang out each night. And so we're building quite a community here of people that, we support each other in that rather than, toxic friends and whatever, or people doubting you in life. So yeah, we get on with it. We have a good one. See you on the flip side, Cammy. Yeah, thank you for your time. Grateful as always. Same to you, Bean. Same to everyone here. I'm grateful for your time as well, guys. This channel's nothing if I'm sitting here talking to myself. So, my regards to Susie and hugs and kisses to the doggies. Thanks, mate. Yep. I am going to wrap it up now, guys. I'm going to head over to, I'm going to have some dinner and I'm going to go mod for D-Bird because it's probably going to chaos by now. He's been on for about 9 minutes. It's probably going to crap in there. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. Biggest shout out as always goes to my moderators for dealing with the crap and keeping it a great chat. Second biggest shout out goes to all the members and people who donate in that. It helps build the channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all of you for being here and for opening up, telling your stories and stuff, sharing your experience, and especially when people have problems, you guys stepping in and it's not just me here like doing a channel, right? It's like I kind of host it and we all have input, right? There's a lot of experience you guys have and struggles you've been through that I don't know as much about, so I really appreciate you guys helping everybody. Laura Keat coming in once again, parroting at me every day when I've asked you repeatedly not to, but okay. All right, guys, much love. Yeah, do check out my stream from earlier. I got rated the co-working one, the stream before this, but yeah. If you want to check that out, if you're looking for something else to watch. Yep, and Outpost, take care. I will be back tomorrow, bro. I wish I could be on a bit longer, but yeah. I'll be back on tomorrow, bro. But yeah, reach out anytime, guys, you need anything. And also, if you go comment on one of my shorts or something, if you want to discuss something deeper, just go to like one of my old shorts or old lives, just a random one. and you can comment on that, and we can have a little chit chat, and we can delete it after or whatever if you need to really talk about something. All right, I'll try to do my best through that. See, just give us a buzz if you need, guys. The amount of good things in your life solely depends on your ability to notice them. And we will end on that. Thank you very much, Joanne. You're a great addition to the channel. I think, I love how every time we get these new people in here that stick around and stuff and start jumping in, and we get, everybody's just it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing we have here, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, great day. Stay strong.